I am a microphone killer. 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 My third eye vision is optical. Bird's opposition like suspension from the ceiling and mission impossible. I shine at the lightest hours. The bright devour hit you from the Eiffel Tower with a sniper rifle's power. Life is sour, so I'm bucking my face. Walk around cussing and crazy like hood niggas with guns in their waist. Speak now or be passed out. We lay the smack down on whack clowns who back down from rap rounds with act rounds. So why you acting hard? I make you jump higher than crisscross on a trampoline after shock with a cattle prod. Lost your mind, I hope you find it. Put a survivable hole in your head, the rest of your life you'll be open-minded. Weak MCs don't speak to me, you couldn't reach or see my frequency equally with Dennis Cade seeking me. Recently, teaching me is not to be done easily impressed. I speak with these frequencies equivalent to
I am a microphone killer. 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 I am a microphone.
What's going on? What's going on? All right, you know what time it is. You know what rhyme it is. I'm your gracious host, A6. We are live and direct, live in effect. Sunday today, of course, as usual. We was out last week. There was no show. For those of you who know or saw the post, I went for a 72-hour fast the last weekend. And let me tell you something. It's not easy. It's super difficult, man. I made it to about I think I made it to about 64 is the amount of hours I counted. That third day is something else, man. I'm telling you. The first day I was straight money, no problems, plenty of energy. I ain't even, I was good. Second day I was like, all right, I could eat a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm still straight. I'm still moving around and all that stuff. Man, that third day was crazy, bro. I was weak. I didn't want to do nothing, man. It was insane. But yeah, I ended up I think I ended up eating something like around probably I want to say 6:30. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and just regain my strength because dude, that's the record for me though. That's a record for me before I did that one. The most amount of time I was able to go was 2 days. So I'm slowly starting to get there. It's something you got to really discipline and prepare yourself for, but I think I'll be able to do the 72 hours next time. Next time I go for it. Yes, indeed. But yeah, those fasts are interesting, man, because when I had done the fast, what I noticed was um my stomach started to clean itself out. It was like my stomach started bubbling. And it was like, I guess it was getting rid of impurities. But I'm gonna tell you, when you go to use the bathroom after that, yo, it's you can really smell all the impurities coming out of your body. It's crazy. But yeah, all these foods and stuff we eat, it puts all of this nonsense and garbage in your body. And because people eat meals 3 times a day, your body doesn't really get a chance to break it down like that. Because, after the first meal, like if you look up the digestion, which we talked about on this channel before, if you look up the digestion, there's a certain amount of time each food is supposed to take to break down and be digested fully. So when you go eat something, if you eat let's say you eat breakfast, right, at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever time you eat breakfast, and then you go eat lunch around 12 or 1, and then you eat dinner around 7 or 6, you know what I'm saying? You constantly putting food in your body. And the way it works is and this is why I did the fast, because I wanted to just, I wanted to see how true this was. So I went for it. So when you continuously eat, your body, whatever is not digested with the first meal, your body will store it aside and then start working on breaking down the other meal. And any ailments or injuries or something like that you heal slower for the simple fact that your body is trying to redirect the energy from digesting when you're not eating, or when you are eating, your body's redirecting the energy from to healing, um, to digesting the food basically. So it's one of them things where you really got to do it a certain way. And what I did basically was all last week I did fruits, vegetables, got into mushrooms, man. Man, listen, let me tell you something. There's different mushrooms you can get that can completely replace your meat. You don't even have to touch meat if you got mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Different ones, because there's literally lots of different breed of fungi that's edible. And they've even got, I seen this one thing on YouTube a while back. I don't know if I shared it with you guys or not, but they actually have a mushroom that can be like prepared like a steak. The texture and the consistency is almost the same of like a New York strip steak. And they said it tastes almost identical if you season it the right way and prepare it the right way. It's just like some of these mushrooms and stuff like that are harder to find because you have to go to an exotic store to find them. So I'm telling you though, but if you can get your hands on some real good mushrooms, man, they can replace your meat, definitely. You know what I mean? Straight from the earth. All right, who we got in the chat? My man Tony, what up? What up? What up, Tony? What's good, champ? My man Jared, yes indeed. Good to have you here, Jared. Alfonso. Yeah, he got your shirt. Okay, yeah. So I'm hoping everybody got the shirts. I did send all the shirts out. All of them were pretty much sent priority. I want to make sure you guys got them in a reasonable time so you can rock them. But yeah, so if you got a shirt, let me know in the comment section. I think I heard back from like 3 people that said that they got shirts. So that's what's up. One of my supporters will be able to get shirts. That's what it is. Look like they got me shadow banned a little bit. We only got 16 people in. We usually around this time got about 30. I take 1 week off and they shadow ban the damn. It's bad enough I don't get hardly any new subscribers just from YouTube recommending the algorithm because they got me shadow banned. This is why I tell you guys to like the video, what you guys should be doing now. Share the video also because YouTube is not going to give me any boost. You know what I'm saying? And that basically helps the algorithm so we get new people coming in. But yeah, as far as the shirts go, I hope everybody got their shirts. Hope you like them. You also got another little couple few little trinkets I put in there too with the boxes. Mounting Flame was good. Yes, indeed. Okay, he got the stickers. That's what it is. All right, bet. Yeah, put them stickers up around, man, so people can sub in the channel, whatever area you in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go past like there'll be like an artist wall or something like that, or like a bulletin board. Like if I'm walking through a college or something, and there's a bulletin board, I'll just drop a sign, ace, and one of the little stickers right on the bulletin board. You know what I'm saying? And people can see it like, oh, what is this? And grab one. What up, man? What's going on? Civic Maker, perfect attendance. Yes, indeed. It's all in your mind. Yeah, listen. Yo, you know what's crazy? I believe that 1,000% because your body really follows what the mind does. So listen, if you are really in a mode where you keep thinking, and you know what's crazy? Listen, when you try to fast, you will be surprised how much you're being reminded of food constantly. It's crazy. Like I'm sitting on a couch watching TV. What is it? Peacock network rather. And I'm watching this joint. And like, yo, every freaking half hour, because I started watching WWF Raw from the 90s over again. Yo, every freaking half an hour, it was either a Sonic commercial advertising that they had a watermelon cream slush that looked crazy. I'm like, yo, I can't, even if I wasn't fasting, I can't eat that. It's everything reminds you of food. It's crazy. But yeah, man, and you know what I'm thinking? Like, yo, and you never pay attention to that until you're hungry. Like you never notice how much you're being bombarded to tell you to consume until you're actually trying to fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they're constantly trying to keep you putting food in your body so you never properly digest it. So you never get the parasites out completely. So your mind never functions properly. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. And on top of that, making fast food easily accessible, easy to put the garbage in your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there's no people feel like they ain't got no time to cook or shop or stuff like that. Groceries are so expensive. Well, let me just stop and get this double cheeseburger from like Burger King or something like that. And then, eat this and just be on my way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you're constantly being reminded to consume. People never really get a chance to sit down and fast or something like it. Even with diets. Even with something like a diet, like with a diet, something as simple as a diet, they're constantly being reminded of like steaks, French fries, burgers, pizzas. You know what I mean? Like, yo, they got these commercials that are long. Well, I don't know if you guys have out there where you live, but Long John Silver's around here. Like, yo, you see these commercials left and right, always trying to get you to buy some crappy food. Or like, yo, I'm trying to eat vegetables to improve my health, but it's hard because I keep seeing these Outback Steakhouse commercials. You know what I mean? This Chick-fil-A commercials. Well, I ain't even never seen a Chick-fil-A commercial before. I don't even think they exist. But y'all know what I mean. But yeah, it is all in your mind, man. That's why they always showing you that stuff because they know it. Taquan X, what up, son? What's good, man? How you feeling? What up, King? What's good, champ? You got your T. All right, bet. You got your. I might do another giveaway, Tony. I might do another giveaway, man. I don't know. We'll see. I might do another giveaway. For those of you who didn't get a T-shirt, I may do another giveaway. I don't know yet, though. I gotta set that up. What shirt? The one I got on? Oh, you got one on? Okay, bet. He wearing it now. All right, bet. That's what it is. All right. What up, man? Watch from Canada. What's good, Canada? Canada in the house. Yes, indeed. You only thought you were tired and out of energy. You know what? I believe that 1,000%, man. Jared, listen, you'll get no argument out of me there. Cause I swear, yo, the first 2 days, I was straight. I was like, yo, why do I have so much energy from not eating? Cause I hadn't ate nothing till the day before, and I'm back there working and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Getting busy. I'm like, yo, damn, that's crazy. I'm still moving around, but I didn't have no issue. But yo, that third day, son, I was like, oh, oh man, this is crazy. You know, salute. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm at the shirt you got. Oh, you got this one right here? You got the yeah, this ain't my shirt right here. This is from man, forbiddenclothes.com. By the way, if you guys are interested in this shirt, which I love this shirt because it pretty much describes the current situation with you know what I'm saying, the situation with like social conditioning. Like yo, it was the C19 narrative, and then it was the murder hornets, and then it was, you know what I'm saying, uh Trump this, Trump that, and then it was a Ukraine. You know what I mean? It's always something. And it's interesting because the people always on a bandwagon, they always jump on it and they don't even really consider the fact that they might be being lied to. So, you know, this right here is basically a symbolism for that. So if you are interested in this shirt, you can head over to forbiddenclothes.com. The link is in the bio. And you can put in my keyword right there, which is foreign national. You'll see it down there. Put that in and you'll get a percentage off your purchase. Not to mention, you'll give me a referral fee, which, you know what I'm saying? If you want to hook me up on that, that'd be great too. I don't get many donations from you guys, which I don't wring your necks over the donations. It'd be nice, but you know, it's all good. But yeah, if you want to go grab a t-shirt or a few items from there, they got other stuff. Put the passcode in, man. You know? Did you notice how much your breath stinks while fasting? Yeah. And the reason why that is, I think, is because all of the bacteria is dying. You know, the bacteria is literally dying. Like not just your breath. Like I said, when you go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like everything's real loose and wet. Cause I was just doing water. I was doing a water fast, it's strictly water. And yeah, facts of the matter is, man, it smells like goddamn nuclear waste. It smells horrible. And then it's real runny and stuff like this. Your body's cleaning itself out. Loyalty over royalty. What up? Yes, indeed. Thank you. Smoking weed. Yeah, I don't really mess with that. I don't like smoking in general. You know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own. I don't judge anybody for it. Not at all. But yeah, I recommend you guys doing some kind of fast, man. They got something called intermittent fasting, which is interesting because people that take like 15 hours and they won't eat for 15 hours, and that gives their body a chance to break stuff down. You know what I mean? And yeah, like, anything is better than nothing. You know, I cut my meals down to 2 a day instead of 3. I cut them back down to 2, and then and I'm doing fruits and veggies all week mostly. You know what I mean? You know, bananas, oranges, homegrown strawberries, that type of thing. getting those natural fruits. But yo, yeah, the fruits, man, will hydrate you. I need to go grab some more coconuts. Let me tell you, when I went to Philippines, man, y'all really need to get out of the country. Y'all ain't even got to just go to Philippines. Y'all can go to another like tropical island, man. Y'all need to really see what these fruits are supposed to taste like. Cause I'm telling you, the stuff they giving us. So, yo, do you know limes? The big ass limes we got, like the ones that shaped like an oval. Those aren't even really natural limes, yo. They supposed to be real tiny, and they supposed to be more sour. Like if you go to a restaurant over in Philippines, I can't remember what the hell they were called. They were called something limes or something. I can't remember. It was some calamansi, I think it was. It might have been calamansi, but they'll take let's say you get a Sprite soda or something, which on its own, everything tastes completely different than what we're being sold here. Even the exact same brand. If you get like a Sprite soda or something like that, it tastes completely less sweet. It's like no sugar in it. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. But you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But they put like they squeeze some calamansi limes in there, and then you drink them, and they're like really sour. But again, it's pretty good when you get actually acquainted with it, and you be like, oh, okay, this is what it is. And then a lot of those, I went over there and had some coconuts. I ended up going to Tagaytay. Tagaytay is right by the volcanoes and the islands. And I went over there and got I had a coconut. So they crack the coconut open with a machete and give you a straw, and they punch a hole in the membrane, give you a straw, and you straight up drink the coconut water. Yo, coconut water is crazy because it does hydrate you. It's got plenty of electrolytes, but in turn, it also cleans out your digestive system. All right, so you drink that coconut, and telling you, I was running back and forth to the bathroom for about, I want to say, 2 days. And it wasn't like uncontrollable. Nah, it was just like, yo, you constantly had the urge to go. And then after that second day, I just felt like lighter. I would wake up easier. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of crap that's in our digestive system from the stuff we eat. So yeah, it's 1,000% a big difference in the food we're eating here and the food that they have available to you overseas. Another one is soursop. If you guys aren't familiar with soursop, which I can't really say, somebody can type, because I know probably Jared's familiar with soursop because he's over there in Hawaii, but I can't really say it because they will strike the channel. But soursop can do some very amazing things for you if you got certain kinds of problems with your body. And that's part of the reason that they're starting to crack down on people selling soursop here. You know what I mean? Soursop, they won't even let soursop be imported. Like you can't really buy it at the store. I went to there's a place not too far from here that does a lot of imports, but they don't have soursop and a lot of other fruits that are very healthy for your body too, that can reverse the effects of certain illnesses. And like I said, I can't say which ones, but yeah. It would be nice to get donations in the form of gold and silver. Hey, listen, you're absolutely right. I would love to get donations in the form of gold and silver by the grams, whatever. That'd be awesome. But I mean, trying to get regular donations is already like, what I mean, stretch. So getting people to drop gold and silver, in the mail and send it to me, that's a whole nother thing there. But like I said, if y'all want to donate, just hit me up privately. If you want to send gold and silver, I'll be glad to give you a place you can send it to. Yes, it is the real detoxification. Yep, facts. That is 100% fact, yo. Because I'm telling you, during that whole process, when you're not eating, your breath is kicking. It's kicking. 100%. Raw food diet while intermittent fasting. Yeah, I want to do a raw food diet as well. I want to do that as well. God, man, the word made flesh. Yes, indeed. One meal a day, nuts, fruits in between, after the body adjusts to the fasting. Okay, one a day. That's what I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to get down to that already because I've seen the effects that intermittent can have on you in terms of cleaning your system out. I'm like, yo, that's interesting. So I need to get down to one a day. And then what I did Friday, that just passed, I went ahead and had some what the hell was it? No, hold on. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was Friday, matter of fact. It wasn't Thursday, it was Friday. I just was eating cherries throughout the day. So I had like for breakfast, I think I had like a couple bananas, and then I drank water throughout the entire day, and I was just snacking on cherries. the whole day, and it helped me over. I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you keep eating these little cherries and nuts and stuff like that. It'll sustain your hunger throughout the day. You don't have to eat these big ass meals, and especially here in the summertime. You know what I mean? You're really supposed to be eating what the land provides, and if it's not like a situation where you gotta, like, let's say for instance, you gotta go fishing or something like that, you gotta actually forage for food or what have you, then you're supposed to be eating what's available from the land. But if you do have to go hunt and stuff, that's when you're supposed to be eating that meat. you know, your body can adapt to both, but I think you get the best effect when you're eating the clean foods. Because thinking clearly, you know what I mean, being able to react, comprehend, and grasp information a lot faster. Those are some things you're gonna notice. 2 years ago, back in 2021, you guys remember when I was doing all vegetables and fruit diets all 2021 summer. And I'm gonna tell you, I definitely noticed when I was reading some of this information and studying, I was able to pick it up a lot faster. Like, I was able to, like, ascertain and retain information and then recall on it easier. Remembering state codes, excuse me, remembering U.S. codes, uniform commercial codes, stuff like that, where to apply certain codes. You know what I mean? It was easy to recall it because just eating that raw food, absorbing that energy was definitely what helped me. After 72 hours, your body starts producing stem cells. That's what he said. Your liver and kidneys start healing themselves and just keeps going the longer you go. Yep. I heard, yeah, he said that. That's another thing too. After you give your body a chance to reset, which nobody really does. I'm not gonna say nobody, but majority of us really don't. We just keep putting foods in our bodies. But yeah, if you give your body a chance to do what it has to do, it can start healing certain ailments. Dr. Sebi was talking about that. I think he was talking about the healing process and how he got Michael Jackson cured. What was it? I think he had depression or something like that. He was cured, and he made him stop eating, garbage food, do a fast, clean himself out. But yeah, in order to raise your vibration and eliminate extra stomach acid produced from overeating, you can't eat meat, especially when the moon is transiting your birth sign. Okay. Try Masterpiece Zeolite. What is that? What is Masterpiece Zeolite? Extra stomach acid. Excuse me. Extra stomach oil kills your crystal, aka Christ oil. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Soursop leaves cure the C word. Exactly. I can't say it because they be like, oh, yep, y'all already know they on my ass. Y'all saw what happened last time I went live. Had to go live twice because they shut me down. They on my ass, you know what I'm saying? They got me shadow banned and they still watching me, but it's all good though. It's all good though. It's helpful when you have the big C. Yep. Soursop is amazing tasting in the Philippines. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all need to get out here and try some. They even got something called a buko shake in Philippines where they take they'll take condensed milk and then they'll take some coconut and they'll like blend it up and like throw some like other little juices and blend it up real good into a shake form. And it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. But everything, all the snacks and everything over there is pretty much based on fruits. The only issue I have with the Philippines, if you go over there, the best dishes they have are pork dishes, and I don't eat pork. So it was heartbreaking, bro, because some of that stuff looked amazing. Like, some of the ramen they had, man. I went to this restaurant over there, and it was ran by Japanese people. They even had Japanese chefs, and Philippines ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump away from Japan. But they had all these Japanese chefs in this, and their malls are way nicer than ours too, because they had like 3 floors on this mall, and the bottom it was like a gourmet Japanese cuisine restaurant. So we go down there, and dude, they had like all kinds of like different ramens and sushi and all this stuff like that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But they had these ramen dishes that were all pork. I'm like, I love ramen, but I can't eat the pork. I can't eat it. There's too many parasites. So I couldn't even enjoy it, man. I was like, yo, this is wild. So that's the only drawback for me, though. I still go back, but I'm like, yo, damn, man. Had I went here when I was like in my 20s, bro, I was eating everything in my 20s. But yeah, that was a whole different thing there, though. They have done away with diversity. There's hundreds of varieties of all kinds of fruits and vegetables, but you go to the store and there's only one or two kinds, plus taking out all the nutrients. Yeah, exactly. Um, you know, if you look at your fruit and you pick up your fruits and stuff like that, and they start with the number 4, then those are not organic fruits. You know what I'm saying? If you get like fruits that start with the number 9, that means they are organic. But yeah, 100%. You get like, the main fruits people eat here: apples, oranges, bananas, lemons, limes, cherries, strawberries, blueberries. Occasionally, you'll see blackberries available. Pears. Mangoes are pretty common. And even the mangoes over there, bro. Let me tell you, the mangoes over there are like the juiciest, sweetest mangoes you'll taste. They are amazing from there. Like, bruh, damn, like, it's insane. But yeah, basically the same fruits, you know what I mean, that we eat over here, which have been severely dumbed down. Or not even, you have to eat like 50 of them to get the nutrients of like 3 of them from like one of these island places, because the fruits are so like hybrid, crossed over and stepped on. It's the same thing they do with the cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll mix it with a bunch of other crap to stretch profit, and that's what they do. You get, of course, in turn, you get bigger, more appealing looking fruits, but they have less nutrients. You know what I mean? We need more fresh markets. There are a lot of areas that don't have fresh source market. We have a lot of fresh markets around here. Luckily for us, we have a lot of fresh markets here in Maryland. Like if you go to, you have to go closer to the rural areas, to be honest with you. The rural areas are gonna have more of that type thing. Like if you go like the area that's closer to the country, some city areas do have them, but for the most part, from what I've seen, the most farmers markets you're gonna see is the closer you get to the country. And they've got all kinds of watermelons and stuff. And the watermelons, those seeds are excellent. They got zinc, which is excellent for men. Zinc is good for testosterone production for men. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen, all kinds of stuff, bro. It's all kinds of ways to move. If you ain't got time to be snacking on fruits all day, you can blend some up and make yourself like a fruit juice, and you can drink it, and you can get the benefits from that. If you eat fresh raw kale, it has microbes that literally bore into your intestines and give you time to lay vitamin B for the rest of your life. Now, you know what's crazy, Jared? I used to drink these shakes, right? My shakes, I had a concoction I would do. I would go to the local honey market. We had a honey market not too far from where I'm at, and they've got a whole bunch of honey. So I would go there and I would get blueberry honey, right? So they would get honey that's got blueberry infused in it, right? I would take that, and this is back when I was doing kickboxing real heavy. I would do that, and I would do a kale shake. I would put some pineapple juice in it, um, oranges, organic oranges, and what else did I put in it? Trying to remember what else. It was something else I put in there too for the extra kick. It was some other fruit. I can't remember what it was, but I would blend this bad boy up real good, and I would drink it throughout the day. Let me tell you something, man. The amount of energy that I would get from drinking these shakes on the regular was crazy. I would get in there and I would just be knocking the hell out of those pads, you know what I'm saying? Sparring with people, getting busy. But yeah, highly recommend you get yourself a juicer or something and start doing it. Everyone needs to grow your own food. Yes, indeed. I agree with that 1,000%. 1,000%. Zeolite is a volcanic mineral that cleanses the body of free radicals at a rate of 100,000 times greater than any other product. Yo, yeah, you know what? That's true. There's a village that excuse me, that started not too far from a volcano. I don't remember what country it's in, but I do remember the vegetables and things of that nature that they grow in that particular area is supposed to grow like 3 times larger than regular vegetables and fruits because of this ash from the volcano that's supposed to be excellent for the growth of the vegetables. And the vegetables are supposed to have like 4 times the regular nutrients that a regular vegetable would have, which is why some people use uh, what is it, like ash or such when they grow food in order to give it that nutrients. You know what I'm saying? I even heard in the South from some people who did farming that they would burn the crops and then take the ashes, and the next time that it was time for crops to grow, they would mix the ashes in with the soil, and it would absorb into the soil and give you a better yield. 29 people, we need 29 likes. Oh yeah, we got 29 people watching. Yo, go ahead and mash the like button. It only takes 1 second. A crystal of Celtic sea salt dissolved on the tongue. This will drive the water into your cells. This is how you become hydrated. Use the salt twice a day. Y'all just be freestyling some crazy stuff out here. I gotta write that down. Okay. Note made. Thank you, Tracy. Likes are free. Yes, indeed. Likes are free. Y'all ain't trying to donate. At least hit the like button. That's cool. Soursop tastes better than the sweetest, best apple pie in the Philippines. Banana tastes amazing there. Mango tastes better than a piece of candy. I'm telling y'all, man, some of them fruits is crazy over there. Y'all got to take a trip. Not even just over there. You can go somewhere on the western side of the world if you can't make it all the way over there for whatever reason. We have 100 tomato plants growing in the yard, amongst other things. Nice. That's fire. Start growing heirloom fruits and vegetables. Yeah, the heirloom seeds, you can do that too. Pure gum spirits turpentine on sugar will get rid of the parasites. Pure gum spirits turpentine. And he got all the secrets. Jared know all the secrets. He know all the secrets. I tried to grow over the winter with drip automatic irrigation. Found out you need $500 grow lights so it doesn't work. Yeah, it's hard. See, areas like Wisconsin and Maryland when the winters come, trying to grow, you know what I mean, outside is a challenge. You literally got to have a temperature controlled greenhouse in order to pull it off, I believe. He said turpentine. Not everyone's DNA will agree though. Word. Learn to farm anything for real. Could save you and your family's life. We do chickens and dairy goats. Not enough land for cows. True. Yeah, there is an Amish market. There's an Amish market close to the Pennsylvania, I believe. I've been meaning to get out there, man. I've been meaning to get out there. I keep hearing about the how y'all feel about the all right, I gotta be careful with this one. How y'all feel about the milk that you I'm not gonna say what kind of milk it is, okay? Matter of fact, I can say it, I'm just gonna say it a certain way. How do you feel about raw milk for your pets? How do you feel about raw milk for your pets? There we go. For your pets. How you feel about raw milk for your pets? How you feel about that? Potassium. Zeolite helps rid of the forever chemicals. Okay. Drop my damn pen. Where can you get zeolite from? What is it, like a powder or such? I never heard of it. Beets are awful, even though they have a lot of health benefits. I tried to drink a beet shake. Oh, I went to Washington a long time ago, man. This had to been like 2016. Yeah, this might have been about 2016. And I had went to Washington for a swimming competition. A relative had a swimming competition. And I go to this vegan restaurant and they got all these food looked great. When I went in there, I'm like, okay, never had vegan food before. And it smelled like, whatever they were cooking, they was getting busy. So I was like, all right, let me see what they got in here. So I look at the menu and I'm like, all right, let me try one of those vegan chicken sandwich. I think it was what I got. I didn't know what that was, but I was like, all right, let's try it out. Smelled good in the store, so I figured might be good. So I was, let me get a vegan chicken sandwich and let me have a beet punch. I think I got a beet punch and a vegan chicken sandwich, and they gave me. I also asked for a vegan cake or something like that. And the food looked great. Like, yo, the sandwich looked delicious. You know what I'm saying? Looked like I was about to crush that joint. The beet shake looked like a fruit punch. Had even had the ice in there. I'm like, all right, bet. And then the cake looked, it was good too. I'm like, oh man, all right, cool. This stuff looks delicious. Let me go ahead and go eat. Man, I took a bite of that freaking sandwich. I'm like, yo, what is this? Yo, this is awful. I'm not punishing myself. This is awful. It was awful. That's one of the worst things I've eaten. It was garbage. So I won't be eating that again. And then I tried to drink the beet shake, and that was, man. I tried to, and it was like, yeah, it's good for you. So I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and try to finish this beet shake. It tasted like soil, first off, which I wasn't used to. So I got about a quarter of the way through it. I couldn't do it. I tried to do it, but my stomach started saying, hey, don't drink another sip of that. All right. Don't do it. You're going to have problems. Had to toss it. And then the cake was not good either. So I'm like, all right, look, if I'm gonna do this whole entire not eating meat thing or whatever, I'm gonna know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not dealing with no vegan chicken. No, I'm not dealing with no beet shake. I'm not dealing with, I can't do it. Now, maybe if they mix some honey with the beet juice, it might be good. But that beet juice by itself is just horrible. It was god awful. I'm pretty sure it's got a lot of health benefits though. Advanced CRS zeolites is amazing. A bottle spilled on my skin by my liver and my skin shows signs of major detox. Huh. Advanced TRS zeolites. See, y'all over here teaching me stuff. Yes, you were supposed to burn the picked crops, then till the soil so the minerals, then wait a minute, then till the soil so the minerals from the burning enhances the soil for the next harvest. Those minerals are created when the burning takes place. Word. Yeah, that's what they were saying. They were saying, yeah, those minerals absorb in the soil and give you a better yield. What up, dear? What's good? Good to have you here. Ducks lay eggs twice a day, better than chicken. Ducks, quail eggs, tiny. Zeolite Amazon. I got it right here. I wrote it down. I'm gonna take a look at what y'all talking about. How do you feel about? I can't say that word for your horse. Yeah. As far as that goes, I am on board with that. I actually had it over here somewhere, but yeah, I am on board with that. Can't say the word, but I am on board with that. Yes, yes, yes. Look above. Advanced TRS is one of the better companies. Okay, I just wrote it down. Masterpiece Tincture is arguably the best product right now. Man, you see all over there debating about something I had no idea about. I can't do the beats even in candy form. Listen, I'm telling you, those beats, that's another animal, man. I can't do the beats, man. I tried it. I listen, I literally was like, yo, I'm going to drink this. And I'm not gonna stop drinking until it's gone. Couldn't do it. Every time I drink it, I try to drink it and just hurry up and swallow it so I ain't taste it. Nope. Didn't work. I tried everything. I tried to I tried to get some water and drink the bee juice and wash it down with the water. Nope. Just tastes like soil and water. I couldn't. I tried it. No milk for pets unless they are babies. We're the only beings who continue to consume milk after we mature. Okay. All vegan food ain't equal. I learned a very harsh lesson with that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, if I'm gonna go vegan, listen, let me tell me it's a mushroom sandwich. You know what I'm saying? A mushroom burger. Like, yo, the burger actually has a patty that's made of mushroom. Really? All right, cool. I'll do that. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, let me get this vegan chicken. I have no idea what that is. I'm not eating no soy either. I'm not eating no soy. Not gonna do the soy. Beet juice gotta be mixed in with red fruit juices and ginger. Yeah, I got none of that. They just gave me straight beet juice. I'm like, yo, this is trash, man. But yo, the ginger's dope though. I like ginger. I like that little kick you get from drinking ginger or eating ginger. I always mix it. The only milk you should be drinking is breast milk as a child. If you're not a child, you shouldn't be drinking milk. If it's the U word, you can drink it, but it's still not really for us. That's what I was talking about. The U word right there. Like if you're drinking it without the U word, because supposedly it's supposed to have the most vitamins when it doesn't go through that process. Beets and black licorice. What is the purpose? Yo, black. I haven't eaten. Man, what's that? Black licorice. I haven't had black licorice. Last time I ate black licorice, man, I was at my grandmother's house, and that was probably, man, that was probably about like 96, 95. I ain't eaten black licorice in a long time. I forgot that stuff existed. It's supposed to be good for you, though, right? I'm not an affiliate of Masterpiece for information. I got you. Staying stoic knowledge is key. What up, what up, what up? Stoic was good. Yes, indeed. There's a farmer's market in Cockeysville. Shouldn't be far from you. Okay. Cockeysville. I'm going to have to look into that. Beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat beans at every meal. Yeah, I did the beans thing, man. I did the beans thing too. Man, I was, dude, when I did the beans things, I was just lighting up every room I was in for like a whole day. It was crazy. And you know what I mean? Yeah, you be under the covers sleeping, and you let off one, and then it's that toxic gas that stays stored under the blanket until you move the blanket, and then it just hits you in the face, and you be like, "Oh God, what is this?" Like, oh, that toxic gas, man. You don't want that. But yeah, listen, man. I highly recommend if you do the beans thing, make sure you got that fan in the window open, burn some incense, because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna light whatever room you in up. Facts. Black licorice is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, and I do not recommend it. It is awful. But hey, it kind of makes me wonder how Good and Plenty stayed in company in uh, business for so long. Remember Good and Plenty, the little candies, oval shaped little candies or whatever, and that stuff. You would eat these candies or whatever, and they stayed in business for a long ass time though, yo. It's weird. Who the hell was buying Good and Plenty's all this time? Black licorice is good for the stomach. I bet it is. Anything that tastes horrible is good for you. It's the weirdest thing. Like, yo, this tastes god awful, but it has the best health benefits. You know what I mean? You gotta force yourself to eat it. You know, back in the day, they used to drink bitters. Beet powder with unsweetened applesauce. Reply: all vegan ain't equal. Watch out for seed oils, especially canola, sunflower, and safflower. Yo, everything has seed oils in it. Yo, it is stupid hard to avoid seed oils. It's ridiculously hard to avoid seed oils. It's scary how much of this stuff has seed oils in it. You know what I mean? Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Yup. Shout out to Bart Simpson. Everything is opposite. Yes, it is. All right, let's get into these videos then, man. Some things I wanted to share with you guys. I'm gonna share with y'all a video. Before we get to the video, yo, did anybody see what happened with Jamie Foxx? Before we get to the videos, because I can't show the picture here because I don't have it in front of me. But yo, did y'all see Jamie Foxx? Like, dude, they put out this Jamie Foxx video. Supposedly it's Jamie Foxx. And listen, anybody who's seen this video and knows what Jamie Foxx looks like, for those of you who are in the indigenous community who call yourselves black, Jamie Foxx is a singer, actor, entertainer, movie star. He's a pretty talented guy for the most part. And my favorite movie he ever did was Any Given Sunday, when he was Willie Beeman. Hey, yo, that boy Willie Beeman was a badass. But yeah, he supposedly had some health problems about 2-3 months ago. And there was some speculation going on as to whether he'd make it or not. So that the details were scarce. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing they did with Damar Hamlin, which is very interesting. The same thing they did with Damar Hamlin, all right? They had him, there was a record of him having a problem with his body. He got admitted to the hospital. They were saying it's not looking good for Jamie Foxx. His family's ask you prayers up, ask you to keep them in their prayers. You know how they do, when somebody's probably not going to make it through. And then miraculously, there was no news about it for like 3 weeks, and then they have a picture of him riding around on like some little. I didn't see the video, but riding around in a truck or something like that. And it was like, yo, that don't look like Jamie Foxx. And then he's making this miraculous recovery, and we all know what the situation is with that. But yo, did y'all see the video he just released? So they got the picture of Jamie Foxx when he was in like Any Given Sunday around that time when he was still young and stuff like that. His face was full. The contours of his face were a certain way. You know what I mean? His nose, ears were a certain way. And then you look at this video because they had the video right next to the picture to show you like, yo, this is some bullshit. Yo, the video of Jamie Foxx talking was completely like, who is that guy? You know what I mean? His forehead and the eyes were similar. Okay, the mouth was similar. The cheekbones was wrong. The ears were wrong. You know what I'm saying? The distance spacing with the eyes, the jawline was incorrect. The shape of his head was elongated. It was completely bizarre. But he's talking about, thank you guys for supporting, blah, 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 making a full recovery. Like, yo, listen, man. They Damar Hamlin this guy, bro. And then the question was, how is this situation even possible? I'm going to say this, all right? People were saying clone. I'm not going to go with clone. I'm not going to go with clone. I'm going to go with CGI on this. I'm going to go with AI. Because, this AI is completely out of control. You can't even tell the difference between people and like computer digital graphics now. It's insane. I'm going with AI, man. I'm going with AI for real. But yeah, my man's, and we all know Hollywood took the heavy stand. You know what I'm saying? How Jamie Foxx was one of the people, you know what I'm saying, who was moving that whole the poke. You know what I mean? Hey, he was moving a certain way with that type of thing. It was doing what they did. So they went ahead, pushed these pokes, and then in order to do a Hollywood movie or such, you had to take the poke. There was a girl from what was it? Black Panther, the star of Black Panther, the latest one that just came out. She took a hard stand and she got released from the Marvel Universe. And I guess she decided to bend the knee because she damn sure came back and did that movie. So yeah, you bend the knee, you get down or lay down when it comes to that. You still want to be popular, you still want to be able to make these movies and make this money. You're gonna get down or lay down with that type thing. So, I think it's safe to say he was consistently doing movies throughout the whole entire scenario. So my man got down. He got down. So I think that's what happened with that. So, same thing with Damar Hamlin, how they covered his face up, on this mysterious type, conversation that he had with these reporters, and he was hiding his face when he made that NFL appearance. The same type thing, man. Same type thing. I'm telling you. Got to soak the beans overnight in water with 1 or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. The gas should disappear. Really? Y'all be having the remedies. Please jump in the Foreign National News Network group. So if I got any questions about diet, I can reach out to you guys. Y'all know these secrets, man. AI, one side of his mustache to the goatee beard was missing on his face in the video. That's what I said, Joe. You can look at and listen. If you are, one of us who are awakened and you really pay attention to what's going on, the eyes don't lie. And I'm not going to tell you one of my experiences I had over the last 4 weeks, but let me tell you something. You can see exactly what's happening if you look square in the eyes. If the eyes ain't right or something, you just got to sense it, yo. If the eyes ain't right, chances are what you looking at ain't on the up and up, or something's being hidden from you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm going. I'm going with AI on that one. I ain't gonna go with clone. I'm gonna go with AI for that. And then look, the same thing they're doing with Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that's a clone. I think that's the same thing with Kanye West. A lot of these celebrities probably, you know what I mean, the pokes probably took them out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Took them out of the game a long time ago, and now they just got their replacements to keep jerking your chain. You don't forget to hit the like button, definitely. Puff Daddy and Jay. Yeah, I don't agree with that though, Jared. Man, I don't think it's that simple, bro. I think I think they all in the same program, man. I don't think it's Jay-Z particularly and Diddy, you know what I mean? Even though, let's be real, two of those guys are the highest ranking whatever secret society that they're a part of, they're probably two of the highest ranking ones because don't nothing move in that industry without them getting approval. You know, you don't come up in that industry without one of them being involved in some kind of way. You know, you don't come up in that injury without in that industry without one of them being involved in some kind of way. Gatekeepers. All right, let's get on to these videos. Which one's first? Let's take a look at this. All right, so look, we talked about Neuralink before, and the whole thing where Elon Musk was coming up with this device to connect your brain to Google. We already know this is coming. This is probably the early stages prototype. It looks foolish if you look at it. You know, this man looks like he's wearing one of them perfect Cell headgear outfits from the Cell Saga in Dragon Ball Z. A man looks like he's wearing a partial neck brace. Yeah, he looks like a freaking fool. But yeah, this bad boy has internet that's uploaded in this guy's head. It's called this guy's name is Arnav Kapoor from MIT. Has developed a device called Alter Ego, which allows him to surf the internet and perform tasks like ordering pizza with his mind. All right, let's take a look. I ain't even watched this yet. Let's take a look and see what it says.
And then hears the answer through vibrations transmitted through his skull and into his inner ear.
What's the largest city in Bulgaria, and what is the population?
The screen shows how long it takes the computer to read the words that he's saying to himself.
Sofia, 1.21 million.
That is correct. You just Googled that.
I did.
You could be an expert in any subject.
Mm-hmm.
You have the entire internet in your head.
That's the idea.
All right, so we got the first traces of Neuralink, and supposedly Elon Musk already has this, but let's just say this: if for whatever reason there's a situation where you know, this guy starts to make any strides with that kind of thing, Elon Musk is probably going to buy him out. You know, he's going to get down and lay down as well. You know what I'm saying? That's how they move. You know, there can only be one guy controlling everything. That's how it works. I hate when this damn thing does this. Screen acting weird again. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this damn. This is gonna bug me. Okay. Yeah, they got that Unreal Driver, NVIDIA 6K graphic card in that piece. Yeah. Yeah. How about that, man? How about that? And listen, it's not going to just stop there, of course. It's going to get to a point where everything works through something, and it's going to be tiny. It's not even going to be like that big. That's like a prototype. That thing is stupid. But yo, it's going to be a small chip, a little tiny chip that goes right in your brain, and then one right in your wrist. This one's going to be for purchases, and this one's going to be for entertainment, the ones that people get. I ain't getting that shit, but you know what I'm saying? They're going to have it so you watch movies. You know, like this guy just surfed the internet through his mind. You're going to be able to watch movies in your mind. You're going to be able to freaking see data. And you know how like you on Terminator, he was able to look around, and that's future technology. They're telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Terminator was looking around and he was seeing like people standing here, and the name pops up and their date of birth and stuff. Like, dude, all of this stuff literally was put right in front of us, but that's what it basically is. You know, remember Dragon Ball Z had the scouters, and they can determine somebody's power level, like, yo, threat level. You know, they're gonna have something like that. All of this stuff is coming, man. But it's gonna be a small chip, and this is gonna run. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if AMC has some kind of involvement with, you know, AMC's hurting right now. So AMC's not going to disappear. Hollywood is not going to completely disappear. It's going to evolve. It's going to transform or evolve, if you want to call it, or how the hell you want to call it. It's going to turn into AI. They're already turning these actors and actresses' likenesses into AI, which I think this happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? These people are dropping out from these pokes that people were taking that were being pushed. But before they had to do that, they probably got their whole entire likeness via AI so they can continue to release movies with these people in them. If you guys saw Terminator, go watch Terminator 3 and see what they did for Arnold Schwarzenegger. They actually had a situation where Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator went back in time and he had to fight the younger version of him. And if you look at this Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro, like, it looked like him literally. I was like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of stuff they can do with this artificial intelligence or this CGI. It's the level is crazy right now, and they giving us little stuff to play with, like, Chat GPT, and they giving us little stuff to play with, like, what the hell was that damn thing? It's this little program where you can, like, put some words in, and it'll make a picture based on whatever words you put in, like, whatever. And dude, that is like that's the rudimentary beginning stages of this AI that they give us to play with. The stuff they have is at least 15 to 20 years in advance. Now, they're probably creating whole movies already on nothing but AI, and it looks like real people walking around. Remember Mortal Kombat? Remember how crazy the digitized graphics were in Mortal Kombat? When, like, the game was controversial because it looked like the actual actors were on the screen murdering each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Mortal Kombat the arcade game. We were kids back then. We ain't never seen nothing like that. People was getting their heads blown off or knocked off and stuff like that. It was crazy. And the reason why this was so shocking was because it looked like, you know what I'm saying, actors were on the screen destroying each other. It was shocking. They had that. Mortal Kombat was the designer, the first company that had the ESRB ratings put on video games. They had this digitized graphics technology forever. And it often made me wonder, like, why they stopped using digitized graphics? They had it since the 1990s. Mortal Kombat 1 used digitized graphics. With the technology they had on PlayStation 2, they could have had done something crazy with the digitized graphics. You know what I mean? The technology's always been there, man. He said he got the videotapes. Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you something, all right? I don't know how he got videotapes, but there's probably some serious videotapes, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie Foxx was on one of them, though. But yeah, we talked about the videotapes, and Ali Vegas was talking about that too. You know what I mean? That's all mark of the beast technology. Yes, it is. This is old tech. Stephen Hawkins had this plus to survive as long as he did with the computer and did neural linked his body. Really? Okay, yeah. I was unaware he neural linked his body, though. Damn. DBZ was my first thought. Right. Power levels. New Black Mirror episode shows how celeb will be used for AI entertainment. Yeah, yes. Listen, Black Mirror they had to put that out, bro. They had to put Black Mirror out because they're telling you everything that's going to happen. The technology in Black Mirror is astounding, man. They had smart houses. The whole entire house records everything that happens at all times and can replay whatever happens in the house at any given moment. This was on season 2, I think. Smart houses. Listen, you can call me crazy, and you guys probably won't, but those who are watching that don't follow the same thought pattern we do, this might have something to do with all this housing market being all over the place. You know what I'm saying? People buying houses right now. The housing market's upside down. You buy a house right now, you're gonna get bit in your ass if the market goes the other way. You're gonna be upside down. You're gonna be able to get out of that mortgage. So, I think the reason they're destroying this housing situation is so they can build these smart houses. People stop buying it. Like, all right, look, boom, you could buy one of these little tiny homes, smart tiny homes, and you can buy the whole house for like 30 grand with digital currency. Like, why the fuck am I gonna spend $650,000 US currency when I could just go buy a smart home for 30,000 digital currency or whatever? That's the logic. But these are going to be smart homes. You know what I'm saying? The homes are going to have fully smart equipment everywhere. Everything is going to be smart, and that's what's going to start, the housing decline. You know what I mean? The areas with these big ass houses, people start moving into these smart homes that are supposed to be cheaper and more efficient. That's what it's going to come to, man. That's going to eliminate the private too. Once you got a smart home, because TVs, computers, phones, you can take them out of your house. You can even take the Wi-Fi out if you wanted to stay private. You can take all that shit completely out. Because with the Wi-Fi and stuff, they got certain technology where they can see exactly with infrared sensors where everybody is in the house with the Wi-Fi tech. So listen, if you wanted to go completely private, you could just pull everything out. But here's the thing, though, right? With these smart homes, it ain't gonna be no more private. Everything is public. Everything is smart. Like they can access anything in your house at any time. You know, people were talking about the computers and stuff, and they were taping up the cameras and all that. Bruh, you can't tape up the camera on a house. It sees everything. How you going to tape up anything? You ain't taping up nothing. Stay away from VR goggles and anything tied to Neuralink or anything like that. Agreed. You know, I was looking at some of the technology from what the hell was that thing called? It was one of them gaming systems that had came out. I forgot what it was called. I used to want it, but listen, I don't like the idea of putting something over my face and not being able to see what's around me. You know what I'm saying? That never sat well with me. But I did try it out once, and it was pretty dope. But I'm like, I just can't see. I can't get with the VR action, man. I can't get with it. You know, like even with the Wii. You know what I mean? Remember the Wii remotes, and you put the visual glasses on, and you be, you know, playing like baseball or something with the Wii remote. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Get over here, finish him. Slow rollout for the masses. That's why they give us the toys to play with first, but for the real thing, get you acquainted with it. Clip from Black Mirror season 3, episode 1, Nosedive 2016, showing social credit score system. Yeah, I actually saw that episode. Look up The Lawnmower Man by Stephen King, released in 92. I never saw that movie, but I always wanted to watch it. Now I got incentive to go check it out. Smart underground cities, though. Listen, smart cities is another thing, too. That's a whole nother thing right there. Oculus, that's what it's called. Yeah, Oculus. Yep. I used to want an Oculus, but I don't want to mess with it anymore. UK tapping in to go live with me now, 4,000 subs. Got 4,000 subs. Okay, what up? What's good? Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link a little later on. You can hop in a little later. Drop your information if you want. But we got UK in the house. Support UK. Yes, indeed. Support the UK, United Kingdom. I need to go to the United Kingdom one day, man. I heard it was dope. UK in the house, man. Hey, listen, go support my man TDG from the UK. They out there, freedom fighters are making it happen. We need to connect all around the world. You know what I mean? Good to have connections from everywhere. Anywhere you there, you got a national that's with you, you know? Watch the show Silo if you didn't get a chance to. Great information in that. All right. Silo. That was my pen. There it is. So interesting thing, right? With these pens, how many of y'all actually finished one whole pen? The first pen I finished, man, I finished my first whole entire pen. I bought a brand new. This isn't it, but I bought a brand new and I used the whole entire thing. All the ink is gone. I was pretty proud of myself. You know how much organization it takes to keep the same pen for like 9 months? Takes a lot of it. All right. 15-minute cities restricting movement. Yeah, I know about the 15-minute cities. No, thank you. I don't need to ask nobody permission of where I can go. You know what I mean? What the? Knock it off. Goddamn thing. All right, let me get this straight. All right, take a look at this. This supposedly, all right, this guy's talking about the Mandela effect. Now, I don't know how true this is, all right? You know, I have some old phones. I don't know if they're this old though. I might have something this old. I don't know, but you know, chargers change. So I'm not sure. But take a look at what this man's talking about. He's saying that this guy used the old phone. This could be CGI, who knows? But he's supposedly a guy used an old phone to look at certain things which we believe were Mandela affected, and he was able to see the other dimension to which we remember them by. Crazy shit. Let's take a look at what he got to say.
Phenomena where a large group of people remember a past event very differently from what is believed to be today. For instance, Nelson Mandela, he died in 2013, but a lot of people remember him dying in the 1980s. The same thing with Looney Tunes, and the same thing with the Monopoly guy, and the list goes on. But how do we explain such a thing? A lot of people believe that we're not living in the same alternate reality that we were in 10, 20, 30 years ago. But what happened? Why? And when? And why? Is there any video evidence of such a thing? An internet account by the name of the Thought Police has been recording strange videos of this very old phone. And a lot of people believe that this old phone is actually capable of recording glimpses of this alternate reality that we do not live in anymore. Here's one, for instance. I'm going to show you guys a couple of videos, starting with this one from Britney Spears. A lot of people remember her using a plaid skirt in this video clip, but she's not using a plaid skirt anymore. Here he goes with the phone camera, a plaid skirt. She never used the plaid skirt. In this video clip, for instance, a lot of people remember Britney Spears using a microphone. Here he goes with the camera, microphone. But she never did use a microphone. What is going on? The same thing with the laughing cow cheese. See how he passes his finger in front of the camera to prove this is not CGI. This is not a camera trickery. You see? Check that out. What is going on here?
All right, so that's a little weird. Not sure how true that one is, though. Somebody go. Does anybody have an old cell phone? I think I still got an old cell phone around here somewhere, but maybe I'm gonna try that. I might have to try it, man. See what it is, just for shits and giggles. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it does work, I will not tell you. I will keep it to myself. If it does work, and I do see, the Monopoly man with a monocle on his eye, I will not. You will not be hearing anything from me about the sort. I will make a mental note and I'll keep it pushing. Facts. You know what I mean? I'm good on that. Crazy stuff, man. All right. I got another video I want y'all to see. Now, this was actually a commercial that was on a YouTube channel. And, again, they put this stuff right in front of your face telling you what time it is. All right. So this video was interesting. There's two videos I want to show you guys that are connected to the same exact thing because, they have to tell you exactly what's going on in order for them to stay where they are in society, in their control, and to be able to continue moving the way they want to move. Universal law says that in order to be able to do it, they got to put you on point with what's going on. All right. So this video is crazy. This was a commercial, 30-second long commercial that was on a YouTube channel. I was watching another video and I saw this commercial. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? And then they showed this, and I'm like, yo, I gotta find this item on YouTube. Now, this company is called Kayak, okay? And Kayak is a palindrome. Kayak is the same thing forward and backwards. I'm pretty sure there's some significant meaning to the word kayak, which I don't know what it is. Maybe Gematria can tell us. I'm not sure. I'm not a Gematria guy. But take a look at this commercial.
Fellow elites, now that we've made travel so expensive, this world-famous resort is one of the least crowded places on Earth, and no one can afford to fly. How'd you get here?
Kayak. They compared hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on my flight, car, and hotel.
Our secret meeting is ruined.
Doesn't look very secret.
Kayak. Search one and done.
Okay, so they got dolphins and around in a circle chilling. If you look at the logo, right, the patch right on his robe, the patch had mushrooms. Okay, now if you guys know the significance of mushrooms and spirituality, it's supposed to be magical beings who stay right where the mushrooms are. Like when you see mushrooms, that's supposed to be the home of, I think it's some kind of gnomes or fairies or something like that. But there's supposed to be a significance to mushrooms. And there was a mushroom right on his shirt. And these were dolphins, it looked like. It looked like some kind of creature dolphins. Some weird looking sea creatures or something that had these robes on. First thing I thought of when I saw, and that wasn't even the first commercial I saw, this actually was. But the first thing I saw when I thought of when I saw this commercial was Beyond the Ice Wall. First thing I thought about. And take a look at the symbol right on. Now, this is the commercial I initially saw that raised my antennas. Now, peep this, right? Look at the big position that they're sitting in right there, okay? It's shaped like an eye. Look at it. The bottom is curved, and then the top looks like eyelashes. That's to tell you it's an eye. And if you look at this circle of where it is, there's a triangle and a circle with another circle on the inside of it, okay? So it's telling you right there, this is an eye. All right, it's a pupil. And then there's 6 of these beings. We know the significance of 6. And they're in water. Okay? Peep it out.
Fellow elites, now that we've made travel so ridiculously expensive, we can enjoy this hotel without all the filthy normals littering this place with their mindless frivolity. How'd you get here?
Kayak.
Huh?
They compared hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on my flight, car, and hotel.
I guess we'll just have to eat him. Yeah, you do it.
Kayak. Search 1 and done.
All right. There's another one. This looks like a paradise area or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? More of that symbolism, you know? They, like I said, the symbolism now after 2020 is so blatant. It's not, they're not even hiding it, and they're telling you what it is. And some people still can't get a grasp on exactly what they're trying to tell you. You know? Absolutely. A lot of this Mandela effect stuff is counterproductive, counterintelligence. You think so? Why would you say that, Mountain Flame? It's spelled the same backwards and forwards. Yeah, it's a palindrome. Yep. Illuminati dolphins. Something was going on with the dolphins. There's a lot of symbolism in that little small video. Wowzers, tasty fella with a cop mustache. Right. But yo, the commercials, you know what I'm saying? The company's Kayak. And you're constantly being bombarded with this stuff. Showing you what it is. All right, I got one more video and we can open up the lines. All right, here's another one. Now this is about it's a place called No Man's Land. It's a ghost town in Oklahoma, and they're going to explain exactly what this is.
Today I am exploring the furthest western part of Oklahoma, known as the Oklahoma Panhandle, and a long time ago known as No Man's Land. And the reason was because it didn't used to always be part of Oklahoma. And before Oklahoma kind of became a territory and a state, it belonged to no one. It was just literally no man's land. And so there were no laws. There were hardly any, authorities for keeping trouble from happening. And so it was a very much of an outlaw place. This is the furthest by far settlement in the western part of the Panhandle. In fact, we're only 2 miles from New Mexico this way and 5 miles from Colorado that way. So it's a gorgeous area. It's right near Black Mesa, which is the highest point in Oklahoma, which is around 5,000 feet. But the drive in is beautiful. This little town, or used to be a town, is surrounded by a very beautiful area, and has it's a very unique place. There are a lot of awesome old buildings here, like the one behind me. This was a courthouse, actually, when hey, there's a dog barking at me. This was a courthouse when Oklahoma first became a state, and this was the county seat of this county. And then shortly thereafter, they moved the county seat. But this building behind me in the early 1900s served as courthouse. But also what's very interesting about...
All right, so this building right here looks like, if y'all ever played Red Dead Redemption or seen any of those old school Western movies, You know what I mean? This was the building you walk in, you know what I mean? You go talk to the sheriff or something, or this was where they had like a court type situation or scenario, you know, a little small courthouse for a small town. And yeah, this is pretty much when you think rural free delivery, this where you at right here.
They're so far west, and they really aren't. It's not really associated with Oklahoma very much that they are in the mountain time zone here in the town, even though it's officially in the central time zone. They work on the mountain time zone because they pretty much associate with the people and do business with people in the mountain time zone.
Cut the cable with
I'm standing in what I think is close to the notorious ghost town called Beer City, Oklahoma. And this place epitomizes what no man's land in some ways was all about. We are just south of the Kansas border. It's right behind me, just a couple miles. And because there were no laws and no rules here in no man's land, people would come down from liberal Kansas, which is right up this road, and party the night away in a place called Beer City. You can imagine the type of businesses it was filled with. It was a bunch of bars and saloons and brothels and just a place of ill repute because people could come and do anything they wanted with no repercussions.
All right, so peep it out. There was no statutes or any of that stuff. It basically was nothing but the Constitution and the people who were all walking around with arms to enforce it. You know what I'm saying? And there was no prohibition, you know what I mean, with the whole alcohol thing. People would come in here and drink and party. There was no laws, basically.
And to imagine something like that is pretty wild. There's a local legend story that there was someone trying to create some law enforcement in the town because it was such a rowdy place, and so he kind of named himself as the officer of Beer City. And they invited him. The townspeople invited him to one of the local saloons one night, and as soon as he walked in, they all opened fire and killed him all at once. And when somebody asked why were there so many people shot him, and the response was so that no one knew who actually was the person that murdered the sheriff of Beer City. So probably one of the most crazy ghost towns in all of the United States here, Beer City, right here. Now there is absolutely nothing left. It only lasted for 2 years, and it was probably gone very quickly as soon as this part of Oklahoma became Oklahoma Territory, and then eventually the state of Oklahoma, and laws would be enforced. There was no reason for the town to exist anymore. So definitely I guess you could say a historic place. Wild times, the rowdiest of all outlaws, and the craziest of things probably happened right here in Beer City, Oklahoma. Gate, Oklahoma is in the very eastern part of what was called no man's land. So it was another very rowdy place, but it was a very, very busy place. It was a very successful place. It's called Gate because it was a gateway to a bunch of ranching areas. And so it got a lot more popular and had a population of like 1,000 people in the early 1900s. And then just had a slow decline over the years, the Depression, the Dust Bowl, things like that. And today there's only 60 people. But there's certainly a spirit in this town.
All right. So that's it. It was a lawless land. They said it lasted for 2 years, and it was right on the panhandle of Oklahoma, you know, and it used to just be its own sovereign community, and they said it was like that for 2 years, but eventually Texas ended up taking over, I believe, and as a result, it got washed away pretty much. Let me see where we at. Remember when Jay-Z said it's a secret society, all we ask is trust? That's what they told him. Word. I do remember that. Companies alter logos, names, multiple versions of scenes and movies that have come out. Yeah, that's what the whole Paul Walker thing was when he passed and they put out Fast and Furious afterwards. Yeah, I'm convinced that was CGI, like not CGI, AI. I'm convinced that was AI, bro. I'm living proof of a lot of the Mandela effect. What you mean? I'm not saying all, but I've easily debunked too many. Also, an easy way to cover up lies like Mandela death. You know what's crazy? I specifically remember when I was in elementary school and I got to stay home because he passed away, and that we were watching the funeral on my mom's bed. We were watching the funeral, bruh. And then all of a sudden they said, you know what I mean? He's supposed to have died in jail or something. And then later on they said he passed. I'm like, hold on, what? What do you mean? He already passed away in the freaking 80s, I thought. It was a big thing, too. I don't know, man. Easy way to shroud mystery around a lie or misunderstanding. You could be right about that, but I don't understand how they would have. How would that be a situation where everybody's remembering the exact same damn thing? I experienced a lot of Mandela effect myself. When did a book report of him in the early 90s. He was dead, died in jail, right? Years later, he was, right. Right. What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? We need to buy a ghost town. You know what, Mountain Flame? I was thinking the same thing. Like, I wonder how opposed they would be to like a group of people moving out there. You know what I'm saying? Buying like a plot, because there's plenty of land out there not even being used. Buying like a plot of land, you know what I'm saying? Put a tiny home on that mofo, put a well over there, and business. I agree with that 100%. 100%. What up? What up, Mac Bone? What's good, man? I know for a fact about the Bernstein Bears. It wasn't Bern. No, it wasn't. It was Bernstein. Bernstein. I used to call him Bernstein though. But yeah, 100%. Know a man who taunted a guy to cross over state line, catch a body. Holy shit. What the hell? Do you feel like the Mandela is created in the fourth dimension, the time of conscious? Listen, I think they were playing around with that CERN, and I think something happened. And that's not the first time they played around. 2020 was, or 2021, I think it was not the first time they played around with that CERN. They played around with it before that particle accelerator. I think it's got something to do with it, you know? Because there's no reason. Like, if some people remember it a certain way, and some people don't. I think it's a situation where people are from different dimensional timelines and stuff. Like, you ever have a situation where you swear up and down somebody told you a certain thing, and they swear up and down they didn't tell you, and y'all get into a serious argument about it? And you're like, yo, I'm not stupid. Don't lie to me like I'm stupid. But I'm not stupid either. I know exactly what I told you. No, you didn't tell me that. Yes, I did tell you. You know what I mean? And maybe it's a situation for whatever timeline that they came from or whatever, that they did say it that way. You know, the CIA already basically said the reality we live in is a holographic images based off energy. You know, so everything you're seeing is an overlap of sounds and energy. That's a possibility, man. So I don't rule anything out at this point. Listen, after 2020, anything is possible. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyone remember Bob Barker, Price is Right host dying about a month ago? They said he's still living. Nah, I don't remember him passing. I would have remembered that, Bob Barker. I thought I would have anyway. I think I would have remembered that. I don't really remember that for real. All right, let's go ahead and drop this link in the chat. Link in the chat. But yeah, I don't remember Bob Barker passing. That's crazy. No, I don't remember that. You know, I thought I remembered Louis Anderson. I specifically remember him passing, and then they said he passed later on. I'm like, yo, Louis Anderson passed like 8 years ago. But I don't know, man. Maybe it was some other fat European guy I was thinking about, but I could have sworn Louis Anderson had passed before they said he had passed. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember he did that show Life with Louis. I used to watch on Fox Kids when I was younger. I watched his reruns on The Price is Right. Word. It was Fruit Loops, not fruit. What the fuck is fruit? Right. Yeah, I remember Fruit Loops. I don't remember FROOT. I don't remember that. I remember literal Fruit Loops. And somebody said, "Well, I thought Trix was Fruit Loops because they actually got fruit. They actually fruits." And then somebody else said, "Yo, the reason why Trix used to be shaped like fruits, and then now it's just shaped like circles, is because Trix are for kids, and when you get older, you can't see the the fruit shapes no more because you're not supposed to be eating them because they're for kids." I remember that, man. That was crazy when somebody told me that. I was like, yo, I know you just bullshit right now, but it sounds crazy because it makes a lot of sense. I remember there were 5 Commonwealth states: Pennsylvania, Virginia, Massachusetts, Kentucky, and Florida. Now, Florida is not a Commonwealth state now. I don't ever remember Florida being a Commonwealth state. I don't ever remember Florida being a Commonwealth state. Not at all. Wasn't Mandela one of the earliest to be accused of being cloned? Nah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Remember Looney Tunes was not Looney Tunes. Yeah, that's what everybody says. Yeah, I don't. That one I'm not clear on. I'm not clear on that one, the Looney Tunes thing. I can't say I'm clear on that one specifically. They changed that too because it's not made with fruit. Right. Right. It's still funny though, because somebody blew my mind with that way of thinking. I was like, yo, that is too logical for me right now. I can't deal. Yeah. Craziness. All right, man. If we got nobody else jumping in, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night, man. You know, busy week this week, a lot of stuff to do. Man, listen, bro. Make sure you guys, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, definitely share for the algorithm. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, man. This was a decent show, pretty good information exchange. You guys had some good info too as well. I'll be in touch with you guys this week, touching bases multiple times. Hopefully, if everything pans out, a lot of times when I'm moving around in the morning, depending on what's happening on the road, I might or not be able to drop a video because people do all kinds of weird stuff in the AM. But it's all good though. So with that said, yes, I need to do a heavy metal detox. Yes, indeed, that's 1,000% true. There was no tune. Okay. Fair. I ain't gonna argue with that, Jared, because that sounds logical to me. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It is 8/6 to 4 National Born Natural. God willing, we will see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, no problems, only solutions. And y'all take it easy, be safe, and stay learning. Peace.